I'm Anne, and this is Toby. Say hi, Toby. Say hi. And I'm here today to talk to you about knitting. So, what have I been up to this week? Let's see. We've had snow, and I think we had ice. Oh, we had 2 really nice days where the sun was shining and it was beautiful. There was even a blue sky. I was very optimistic about that. But it's kind of getting a bit better, although I think we're supposed to get 2 to 4 centimeters of snow tomorrow. Don't you love Canada? Ugh. Anyway, I'm Anne, as I said, and you can find me on Instagram as Toby Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Brithockeymum, because way back when I first had my Ravelry account, well, I'm still a Brit, but my boys were both in hockey, and I'm their mom, so that's how I got that name. And I don't really know if you can change it once you've got it, so there you go. Most of my projects are on there, some old ones and some very new ones, and I have only been back knitting about 7-8 months maybe. Well, it could be a year now, but right now my big thing is socks. Well, I love socks. This year is my year of the sock. So I have nothing really to show you that I'm wearing, because this is a store-bought, because I haven't really done very many sweaters, although I'm working on one. So I will show you, we'll dive right into my finished objects. And the first one, if you saw my Knit Crate unboxing earlier this week, I subscribed to Knit Crate. So this was the January Knit Crate sock. So this is finished, and here it is. Those are finished this month. They're really nice. I like them. I've already worn them once and washed them, and they are really nice. I love that the pattern on the goes all the way down the front. It's like a twisted cable effect, and on the back is the double rib all the way down, so it really hugs your leg, your calf muscle. So I really like that. And then I chose not to do the twisted cable down the front of the foot. I wanted to just leave it plain, and so I really like it, and they're super nice thick socks to wear, so I was very excited with them. Then this month was my husband's birthday, so I suddenly decided about a week before that I needed to make him a pair of socks, and so I made these. And these are work socks. I don't know which one is a better one to look for. But I used just plain Red Heart yarn in worsted weight number 4 in the red and in the white, just because I had them in my stash downstairs, because I wanted the toes and the heels and the cuffs to be that one color, and the rest of it was made with Bernay Super Value gray rags. So that was the other yarn that I used for the main body of the sock, and they were done on 4.5. I did them on circular needles in the magic loop method, and oh my gosh, I think I knit one sock in 2 days, just in the evening watching TV. Like, it wasn't like I sat there all day doing them. It literally, I would try to do the cuff and the rib, the foot part, which is all just the double rib, and the heel flap and heel turn on the one day, and the next day I just did the foot and the toe. But because it was nice thick chunky yarn compared to the thin fingering yarn, it really made up quick. So I was kind of thrilled about that. So, and I actually finished them on his birthday. So I was really thrilled and was able to give them to him on his birthday. So that was good. Then, as you know, in my knitting group that we meet on Thursdays here in the village, actually we meet Wednesdays just for a regular knitting and chatting and whatever we feel like knitting day. But on Thursdays, every month we do a technique. And last month was the brioche, and January was brioche, and February was double knitting, which I'd never tried before. So this is what we ended up with. And I actually used it today. It is a pot holder. So it went on my table today with a very hot out of the oven cinnamon buns that my stepdaughter made. And so one side is the yellow with the white hearts, and the other side is the white with the yellow hearts. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and it was kind of weird getting used to holding the two colors and bringing them forward and bringing them back every stitch, but then only using, like, you really had to coordinate your fingers to hold the both strands of yarn, but yet only use one for one and one for, anyway. It might have been harder because it was cotton and a bit thicker, but I did these on a 5mm, I think, or no, I did these on a 4.5 needle as well. And so yeah, they turned out it turned out really good. I mean, I can see a couple of the little mistakes in it, and I wasn't very good with my edging. Some parts of it I got kind of, and then other parts, once I realized what I was doing wrong, I just kept doing it wrong. It's like, hey, may as well keep it the same. So that was that. And then yesterday I finished yet another pair of socks. And these were the socks that I had made from the other sock club I belong to, which is every other month. And that's Galt House Yarns. They're in Cambridge, Ontario. And you pay for your 6 months in advance, and then every 2 months you just get some lovely sock yarn in the mail. And this was the craziest package of socks I've ever got, because it came in a brown manila envelope, and it was all suction, whatever, shrunk, wrapped, whatever. And but as soon as I cut into the thing, the yarn just poofed up, and oh, this was so lovely to work with this yarn. It really was. Oh, what's that? Bit of fluff on there. It really was lovely to work with, and I loved this pattern. It's like, it's front and back. I don't know if you can see. So it's an 8-row pattern, and I really, really, really liked doing it. It was super easy to follow, and just your regular eye of partridge, I think that's called, heel flap and turn. And then the base was just plain stockinette, and then the top, of course, still had but I really, really liked them, and I loved this color. Like, it's so sunshiny, blue skies, kind of the blue sky we did get this week for a day. It's just, I love it. So I really like them. So those were my finished objects for the month. I'm pretty sure I'm happy with that. Toby, would you like something? What are you doing on my table? Yes, I don't think you should be up here. You want to come up and say hello again? Toby is 6 months old now, and pretty much into everything. Loves to cuddle, so we cuddle most nights on watching TV, and he falls asleep, and I knit, don't you? But this morning, last week was supposed to be my husband's birthday brunch, but because of the weather, we had to cancel it. So today was his birthday brunch, and all his kids came over. Our 2 sons and my stepdaughter, his daughter from his first marriage, and they all came over with their partners and stuff. Although actually no, my one son was away this weekend. But anyway, regardless, I had a house full of people. And my daughter-in-law brought over Ellie, which is her Brittany Springer Spaniel, and they love each other to pieces. Oh my goodness. They follow each other. He jumps up on him and tries to nibble his ears, and then Ellie will just palm him down to the ground and roll on him, and oh my gosh. So when they all left just after, I don't know, 1 o'clock or something, maybe a bit earlier than that, oh, he was so tired. He literally has slept all afternoon, haven't you? All afternoon. So, because he was pooped from playing with Ellie. So, I know. So there you go, get in your little bed there and wait for mommy. So now I'm going to show you what I'm working on, my whips. And let me see. So living in my Pearl Soho bag that I got in the store Pearl Soho in New York City when I was there with my dad and my husband and my brother in November, last November. So I got this bag there. So this was really the first project bag that I ever had. Usually I just throw everything into a little shopping bag and that was it. But I bought a project bag. So living in my project bag is my Stephen West sweater. One of 4 I plan on making this year. Not all by Stephen West, but just 4 sweaters. And I'm using yarn. This is just 2 of the colors I'm using at the moment. It'll end up being about 4 or 5 colors. This doesn't really show well, but it's kind of a burgundy. And of course this is just cream. And I am making the Outer Space sweater. And this is where I am so far. Last time I had just completed the cowl. And this is, it's hard to show you. This goes on the shoulder here and across, and it's kind of like a, it's hard to show you on the, without losing my stitches, but it kind of goes like that. And it has the dark purple here, and then in this row, and there are holes. I didn't mess up. There definitely are holes in it. And then it goes on, I think there's 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 of these swirls, as they call them, or what does he call them? He calls them wedges. Wedges. So there are, because they look like wedges, I guess. Don't really to me, but whatever. I'm sticking with swirls. So there are, because they swirl. They swirl. Oh no, maybe they swirl that way. Yeah, anyway. So there are 5 of them. And before you get into the main color of the body of the sweater. And it is this. So you can see it's kind of going to be kind of cool, I think. I usually just work on this on Sundays. It's my Sunday sweater. So it will take me a while to make because, as I said, this is the year of the sock. And the other thing I'm working on with 2 friends of mine, and that is a blanket. And this is a really old pattern. It's it was a mystery Afghan knit along from 2012, and a bunch of friends of mine, we all started this at the same time. We started a knit group in the evenings at our local library, and there were 4 or 5 of us, maybe 6, and each week we got this new pattern, a new clue, and we got to do it. And I loved the blanket a lot, and I gave it to my son and now daughter-in-law who love it. And we just bought a trailer. So the interior of the trailer is like a brown, white, black-ish color, kind of colors. So I decided I wanted a new blanket for my trailer. And so the colors I chose were, and I'm using Canadiana yarn, which is what I made the previous one in and loved it. So I'm using Stone Heather, black, oatmeal, no Toby, white, and I forget the color of this one completely, and the ball band's in the bag. So this is kind of the colors it will be. So, sorry, I dropped them all. So that, oh, here's the other ball band. It is toasty gray. Not that that looks anything like toast to me, but, or gray. But anyway, it's a really nice pattern. And so clue 1 is really just plain garter stitch. This is clue 1. Some of my girls in my previous club will remember it, I'm sure. So it's just plain garter stitch. You actually start from the tip with 1 stitch, and then you're increasing all the way up till you have 55, and then you change colors, and then you decrease all the way back down to 1. So that is the first one, and I am, as you can see, that was a nice shot of my boobs. I'm sure you really wanted to see that. This is the other one. So that's where I am there. And one of the things I do when you're dealing with a right and a wrong, or typically you get like one row is one side you're always increasing and the other side you're always just straight knitting. In order for me to remember this, because I have a memory like a, I don't really have a memory at all. What's your name again? So I put a little marker here to just designate that this side is the one I will be increasing or decreasing on, and if it's this side, it's just my plain knit, so I know where I am, you know. So that's that project that I'm working on. And the last project that I'm working on, oh, and that was in my patterns bag that I got years ago when I first made the first Afghan. And then this next item that I have is in this little bag, which I made. Oh my God, I made it. Yep. And it even has a zipper, and it even has a coordinating lining. OMG. I know, I'm just beside myself. So what I'm using for that is, this is the yarn, and if you saw my knit crate unboxing, this is what it looks like when it's caked up. It is going to be so cool to knit with this. And of course I'm making a pair of socks. And I have started them today. And on our club on Thursdays, starting this Thursday for the month of March, we are going to be doing cables. Now, I didn't really like the pattern that was in the knit crate this month, so I decided I would get a different pattern. And the pattern that I'm doing is called Spring Cable Socks. This is the pattern. And it is a free pattern on Ravelry, so you can pop on and get that if you like. And so yeah, I'm just at the part, I've just done my cuff, and it looks really cool. I love the way the colors, and there's like that flash, and on this side it's like there, like, do they call it pooling? I don't really know. But so that's what I'm making, and I will be leaving this in there till Thursday now, because I'm about to start the cabling, and I'm gonna need help. So, which is what all my lovely ladies will be there to help me with. So that'll be good. So, lastly now, as my dog is ripping apart the tags on his bed, okay, because we're not playing with him, you see. We're not taking any notice of him, so he's decided to do something to get my attention. Don't you love puppies? So this part will be called What You Got, Ann? And this is new purchases I've made that have done nothing with yet. So I just really quickly going to go through what they are with you. I went shopping with a friend of mine. who is learning to knit the blanket, and this is what we purchased. And these are scrubbies, and I just thought they were so very cool. The texture is kind of different, and you can make little dishcloths or scrubbies with them, and that's what I wanted them for. My son and daughter-in-law are zero waste people, so I thought it would be so fun to make them some dishcloths that they could just throw in the wash machine and wash, or scrubbies that they could use. So that's what I got. And while we were there, of course, I love this yarn. This is the Pantone, or whatever they call this, Caron and Pantone. And this is just adorable. I fell in love with these blues. I thought they were just gorgeous, and it was half price. So couldn't resist. And I'm gonna make a hat with this. I've already seen the hat pattern that I like, that I want to make. And I think it's actually a knit along on one of the groups. Oh, he's turned his whole bed upside down and he's on top of it trying to get in it. Doesn't work that way, Tobe. It doesn't work that way, honey. No. So yes, I'm going to make a hat with this. And then I'm also going, I couldn't resist it. Oh my gosh. Isn't this so adorable? And this is, I think it's worsted weight. Where's the tag? I got so excited I ripped the tag off. But it will be a little hat. And my niece is about to have her first baby. I went to her bridal baby shower on Saturday, and I had made her a blanket already at that point, a crocheted blanket. And, which I totally forgot to take a picture of so I could show you. Anyway, but I thought I'd make a little hat for when the baby actually came. And this is, what is it? It must be, oh, it's just acrylic and polyester. I guess it must be a, doesn't really say, but it's probably a worsted weight. Yeah, it must be just a worsted weight. You use a 5mm needle, so I'm guessing it is. So those were my purchases this week. I am waiting for my new knit crate to come. It hasn't shipped yet. And then the one from Galt House should be shipping. I think that might have already shipped. If not, it ships tomorrow. So I'll be waiting for that to come, and then I can show you that. So that's all I have for you right now. Toby, we're gonna say bye now. Come on, come here. We're gonna say bye to everybody. Say bye. We'll see you next time. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a nice comment. Well, you know, yeah, keep it nice. Let's keep it nice. And subscribe, and then I will see you in probably 2 weeks or so when I have some more goodies to show you, because I can't knit that fast. So don't be expecting this every week. It's not happening. No, no. Anyway, nice to talk to y'all. Oh God, I sounded really American then. Maybe we should say goodbye in British. Ta-ra, love. See you later.